What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. If you've seen our recent video, we did all the sprocket size testing on our Sting R. We did the 44 tooth, the 52 tooth, the 58 tooth. Now we are gonna throw my KO Nano controller that I've been running since it came out, about 8 months, been super happy with it. We're gonna throw that on the Sting R, see how it rides, and we're gonna do that same sprocket testing. Let's get into it.
All right, we got the stock one taken off. We're gonna throw on the KO Nano and show you guys just what it's gonna do.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoy this video because it's a lot of work. We got controllers off, we got 3 different bikes taken apart for chain rings, we got all kinds of stuff going on.
Lots of it is to make the video, but we also just wanna know what it's gonna do.
That's true. We want to know what's happening.
Alright guys, we just got the KO controller installed on the Talaria Sting R. I fired up the KO app and tuned it up from 6 kilowatts to 8 kilowatts, and she's running. We just gave the throttle a little pull, she moves, so we're going to take it outside, see how it goes.
All right, we just put the KO Nano controller on. We're gonna try it out with the stock chainring first.
Yep. I don't think it's going to be too much different than just stock Talaria R. I bet it's going to be a lot different when we put the different sprockets on, but it might go a couple miles an hour faster, but
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Ready?
Ready.
All right, how was that, Reed?
So that was about the exact same as just stock Sting R. So we got a top speed of 51.7
See it right there.
and 10.8 to the 1/8 mile, 3.50 to 30. So that was almost exactly the same as stock. Let's go see how bigger sprockets will do. I think it'll change a lot more than this did.
Yeah, we're gonna put the 52 tooth on. That's what we're running on this stock Talaria Sting, and see the top speed with the KO Nano.
I think it'll be about the same top speed, even with a bigger sprocket. So more torque, same top speed. That's what we want.
Alright, Reed and Alex are getting the 52 tooth put on. Let's see how it compares to the 44.
All right, we got the 52 tooth chainring thrown on there. We're gonna go give it a shot.
Let's go see how fast it goes.
How are you liking it, Reed?
Feels good. It's got more jump to it, more torque to it than the 44. I'm liking that. This throttle with the KO, it feels really good. Smooth. It's not as jumpy. It wasn't very jumpy before, but it's still less jumpy. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, let's do this race.
Ready?
All right, we're gonna show 0 to 30 and 1/8 mile time. All right, holy cow, that was fast.
That was fast. That was definitely the quickest run yet. So with the KO, we're able to tune it so it keeps the front wheel down and just has traction and goes. So we had a 10.5 to the 1/8 mile and a 2.5 to 30.
Yeah, we'll throw that one up on screen
quick.
too.
And we had a max speed of 49.7, so very close to the 44 tooth. So I think this
That
is
was
the
good,
best chainring. That
right?
worked really good.
That should be awesome. I think that we should do a test between this and the stock bike. This one has 52 tooth chainring. This one has 52 tooth chainring, but this has the Nano.
And 8 kilowatts.
And 8 kilowatts.
Let's do it. This thing's gonna blow it out of the water.
Yeah.
Alright guys, Reed and Alex are going to do a drag race. Both bikes have a 52 tooth. We have a Sting MX3, Sting R. Ready, set, go. That actually was really even off the line for a while, and then the R started to pull further and further.
All right, so they both started about the same speed for a second. Then this bike just blew it out of the water. It went way faster, picked up speed, and that's what we were expecting.
All right, we're gonna go put the 58 on and see what happens.
Let's do it.
Alright guys, we threw the huge 58 tooth on. We got the KO controller. Let's see what happens with this gearing. Alright guys, we got the 58 tooth on with the KO Nano. Let's see what this one runs. How was it?
That was crazy fast. So a top speed of 46. So it doesn't quite have that 50 because the sprocket's so big.
Yeah, I think the motor actually runs into its RPM limit.
Yeah.
It's not a controller RPM limit anymore. It's actually what the motor can do with this huge sprocket.
So the 8th mile was 11.1, 3.1 seconds, 0 to 30. So that's pretty close. I couldn't keep the front wheel down, so it slowed down just a little bit. But then that was a fast 8th mile, even though it only goes 46.
All right, guys, it's the next day. We got the Sting R put back to stock. We got the stock controller back on. We put the gearing back because we were basically just borrowing all that stuff from me and Alex's bike. We got the KO controller back installed on my bike. I've been super happy with my setup, and I'm going to be keeping it this way. We'll have to get Reed set up on something different on the Sting R. But I just want to talk about the KO really quick because this video is about the Sting R, but it's also about the KO controller. There's been a lot of hate on KO lately, and we're not really sure why, because we have really enjoyed our KO Nano controller. We've had a great experience with it. We've had a great experience with them as a company. They did not send us this controller. I paid full price for it. Ben from KO taught me all how to tune it. I've been using their new app, which is still in beta, but anybody can use it. It's been super easy to calibrate the motor, change all the power settings. You can do different like rider profiles and just switch back and forth. A lot of cool stuff. Super easy to use, super easy to install. So we've been really happy with KO. I've been really happy with running it on my bike. So one thing we really like about the KO controller is the full tunability. You can tune everything. And so with installing this on the R, you could tune it to have a different throttle response. You can have deadband in your throttle. You can do different power levels at different motor RPMs. That will allow you to not wheelie over backwards if you wanted to launch the bike with a huge sprocket. We left the tune pretty set in stone based on what I've been running on my bike. We just turned the power level up. So with those tests, you can totally tune it however you want and get a little bit different times, but we wanted to kind of keep it consistent, compare it to my bike a little bit with the new power upgrade that the R comes with. So that I just wanted to make that clear that we didn't spend a ton of time tuning. I found a tune that I really like on my bike. We used that tune, but with added power. But if you got the KO controller, you can customize it however you want. Our battery was getting a little lower during the test as we went on through the sprockets, so you may achieve slightly different top speeds and 0 to 30 times and everything than we did, but that just is a good idea of what you're gonna get when you try a different controller and basically remove that RPM limit from the bike. So I'm sure Reed's gonna be getting a controller at some point. He's gonna be getting that bigger 52, maybe a 54 tooth sprocket because that is the size that we feel is best. So with that, guys, we really appreciate you watching. Please consider subscribing because these videos are a lot of work to make, but we really enjoy making them for you guys. So with that, we'll catch you guys next video. See ya.